Flippin Nora, that was good. Listen in colour. Hi everyone, welcome to Listen in Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. Ooh! Bohemian Rhapsody! With a gospel choir. And Benson Boone.
Just killed a man. I put a gun against his head. I pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, and now I've gotta throw it all away.
Yay! I love this song. Benson Boone is the new male singer du jour. So it's interesting to hear the slightly different vocal quality he's using. So there's a slightly more raspy tone in some of the bits he sings, and sometimes he kind of curves up to the note rather than hitting it bang on. I'm always really nerdy and interested in how other people sing it and how they reach those notes, because it's really high and there's some big jumps. Life had just begun and now I've gone. They're big jumps, and they often go just out of even a tenor's register. They go really high, so it's really interesting to hear how people tackle them. So yeah, it's pretty good so far.
Mama!
Right in the pocket, lovely.
Didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really mattered.
Gorgeous. Oh, and the cape's off, and the jumpsuit is on. Is he going to do a backflip though, is the question.
It's too late.
Oh no, yeah.
Send shivers down my spine. My body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. I've got to leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama!
He is doing a really good job of this vocal. It is so hard to sing, as it's such a high tenor. Freddie Mercury's voice was extraordinary. There's no one who really sounds like him. I mean, Sam Ryder is pretty flipping good. If you hear him sing any Queen, you're like, well, that's pretty close. But to have that kind of purity of tone, that enormous range, but also that kind of raspy rock quality, it's quite rare. And he's doing a really lovely job of this. After Freddie very sadly died, they did a tribute concert, and Elton John sang the bit at the piano of Bohemian Rhapsody, and then Axl Rose came on and did all of the rocky shouting bits. One person couldn't be all of Freddie's voice, but Freddie's voice is one of the most iconic voices. The second you hear him on the radio, you know that's Freddie Mercury. There's no one really like him. But Benson Boone is singing this beautifully. It seems quite comfortable and easy for him. He's not doing any awkward postures or anything. Doesn't look like there's any straining, and he's parading around the stage very nicely, very Freddie. And there's Brian May! Rising up with his guitar. There's the guitar solo. Still fantastic. And he's a scientist as well. My husband used to go to me about that. He's a rock star and a scientist. The next transition of the song, the Operatic section.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
Up, gospel choir.
I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
I don't want to pause it because it's so good. His Galileos were just, peachy, absolutely amazing, just really pure, really like nasal Galileos. It's got that really, which Freddie didn't really sing those bits. That was Roger Taylor who did all the really, really high Galileos. So he's doing kind of Roger's part as well, which is really cool. He's already used about 5 different vocal qualities. And they're all really good. I think having gospel choir on stage is fantastic, because actually even Queen, when they performed Bohemian Rhapsody live, they never did the opening bit because they couldn't, because they needed at least 4 voices, probably more, to do the opening section. But the fact they've used a gospel choir here is really good, because it just adds that choral dimension to the song that we're used to hearing, especially in this weird operetta section.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go?
Lovely. Oh! Wow.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Look at him go, conducting that choir. Let's go down the octave then. It's Roger who uses the high note anyway. Fantastic. Oh, and he's back, and he's back. Ran the entire length of that section with the choir. He did, earlier on, did you hear, he did the normal Mamma Mia's, and then he went up a third, which Freddie doesn't do, and I haven't heard Adam Lambert do it either. I think he went up and did an even higher one, which was really quite unexpected and amazing. It was so clean and so in tune, and was just really unexpected. It kind of lifted it even more. Wow, Flippin Nora, that was good. Let me go! And it had such a wailing rock quality. That was really unexpected to hear that extra high bit. Oh, it's gorgeous. Let's carry on.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Let's watch them run up and down the stairs in the middle of the song. I mean, who would do that? I try and move as little as possible when I'm on stage singing. I'm all out of breath. And they're all headbanging in the choir. Which doesn't matter. There's so much intention in it, it doesn't matter. Going for it. More gospel choir. The beautiful ending.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters.
Lovely tuning.
Nothing really matters to me. Anyway the wind blows.
Yeah. Wow. Big concert finish. Yeah, Brian May, everybody. Benson Boone, everybody. And just to do a right at the end, just for fun, you know, just for fun. And I'm normally a real purist about Queen, and I like the original versions, and it's hard to beat that. But that was so good. It was so respectful of the original version, but brought new aspects, but in a really lovely way that didn't feel like the song was being changed. It didn't feel like they were trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. It was just lovely having the gospel choir added all those harmonies, which are, you know, such a gorgeous moment in the song. I'm always a sucker for big harmonies. Benson Boone's voice in that was even better than I've heard him sing other things. Like, he's clearly an amazing singer, but goodness me, that really showed his vocal skills, because that song is so hard. When I've done that one before with show choirs, and we performed it all over the world and things, I always give different people the different solo bits, because it's rare that any one person can do all of the parts. So I give one person the really beautiful "Mama just killed a man," usually a more lyrical tenor, and then a more kind of rock tenor takes the "Mamma Mia" kind of sections, because it's too much for one person's voice. But he really nailed that. That was beautiful. I'm sure Freddie would be really impressed and really proud, because it's gorgeous. This song is really like yellowy orange to me, and it just feels so much joy. And then in the different sections, it very much does change colour. So it opens and it's a paler kind of colour in the harmonies, and there's kind of like swirling movements with all the harmonies, because those slightly, the seventh chords and things that slightly clash and make it that have that tension that feels like it needs to resolve. And then when you get the "to me," that resolves and goes into a much clearer melodic pattern. And then and the kind of scrunchy colours kind of dissipate, and it makes a really warm, beachy yellow. And then when it goes into the operetta section, it's still kind of yellowy oranges, but it has a lot more gold in it. And then coming into the final section, it goes back to that kind of washier yellow. 2 thumbs up. Loved it. Good job, Benson. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. If you want to check out my other videos, they're up here. There's lots of them for you to watch. And if you've got something you'd like me to review, then please send it over to me and I'll do what I can. Have a colourful day.